Hello and welcome back to Katie's Business Tips. Michael Lapede here. I want to talk to you just briefly about some tips for successfully recruiting into your small business. You're trying to recruit people in your small business. And your goal is to find the best talent. Let's be honest. We all want to find the best talent. That's kind of key to ensuring you're building a great team for your business, obviously, right? So here are some steps. Number one, do your research. Find the typical responsibilities, salary range, and requirements for the position you want to fill, right? So you're trying to fill a position. You want to list out that job description, but you also want to look at, are there other job descriptions out there? I'm hiring a CFO. Well, I need to look at other CFOs and what does a CFO do and all these things. As an example, obviously it might not be someone that big. But you want to make sure you do your research and then create that job description very clearly. You want to make sure it's effective and clear and concise and accurate. A good job description must accurately describe the role and the responsibilities of the person, the salary, the work conditions, and any other requirements. Be sure to convey your expectations to potential candidates. Include the basic information, job title, short description of the business, right? The job description like we talked about, any required qualifications, as well as the application method that you prefer. Do you want them to send resumes? Are they coming in for an interview? All these things. Number three, promote your job listing now. So now you have your job description created, you've done your due diligence, you created your job description, it's clear, concise. You now need to promote it. Use the tools online, obviously. Social media can be used. Employment agencies, right? Things like Indeed, that's a big one. There's lots of them out there. Find the best one for you. Then tap into your customers and supplier base as well, because your customers and suppliers might also have a really good candidate. And sometimes if you're getting a referral from someone who's trusted, you're more likely to succeed with that person because they're probably going to be giving you someone good that they're referring. They're not going to just refer you anybody, hopefully. Interview the candidates. So now you're doing your interviews. Once you've pre-screened and chosen your final batch of candidates, schedule the interviews, obviously, right? Interviews are your opportunity to know the candidates are a good fit and with other team members in your company culture. And will they be able to fulfill the job position? Are they right for you? It's important to take your time in this interview process and do it right. You're not even probably just going to do one interview. You're probably going to do a second interview with the ones you narrow it down to. What I like to do, we have a very specific hiring process, and we use these things. We actually label that job description and stuff like that, and then we pray over that. And we like, this is the person we want. Bring us that person. I know it sounds crazy. It usually works. That's the craziest thing. And what ends up happening is we go through that first interview, second interview process and stuff like that, and we're just very clear in the interviews. We tell them about our company. We don't hide anything. Here's who we are. Here's how we operate. Like, I want to know that it's a good fit for them as well as a good fit for me. And then, of course, we narrow that process down. And what I do is I do the phone call. I narrow it down to the phone call to the first interviews, and then I narrow the first interviews down to the second interview. And then once you decide, you offer the job, obviously, to the best candidate and make sure that it's clear with a offer letter and a contract once they get started too as well. And, make sure they have time. If they need time to decide or they need time to give notice at a job or whatever, make sure that all those details are worked out and everything's contractual. That's about it for this one. If you got any questions, I'd love to hear from you or post in the comments below. We'll see you in the next video.